Hello, welcome to episode 3, and today we're looking at the charts. Have they changed? How have they changed? And we're going to be doing that by looking at the charts today and the charts 30 years ago in 1986 and 20 years before that in 1966.
Because I, for one, and I don't know about you, James, but I, for one, am bored of old people and some young people saying that music used to be good and now it is shit.
And I, for two, am bored of young people and maybe even some old people thinking that modern music is innovative, creative, groundbreaking, or even particularly distinctive.
So let's have a bloody look. So what we're going to do is we have a random number generator between 1 and 40. We're going to pick a number and have a look at the 3 songs from today, 86 and 66. See what's going on. All right, so the first number we've got is number 5. Good number in my opinion.
I'll make a cool graphic come in that says 5, you know, like Top of the Pops.
I know it. All right, so today, number 5 is Heathens by 21 Pilots.
Straight off the bat, I despise auto-tune with a burning passion.
I know you do, but
Absolutely
I
hate it.
disagree with this. I think there are a lot of songs where it's used really well.
I agree, it can be used well.
Cher,
Cher was a good example. Daft Punk, another good example.
Kanye West.
And this is being used as an effect, I suppose.
Yeah,
it's
it
better
is.
Than
It's,
just using
it's
it.
not like because they can't sing. It's
Yeah.
to make it sound a bit spoopy.
But it's so flagrant these days. You hear it in practically everything.
You are getting a bit old man yells at cloud. Doesn't blow me away. Wouldn't like seek it out to listen to again,
No.
but I wouldn't turn it off. I think it's all right.
I think we should go back in time.
Okay.
Let me roll back the clock. We don't have a clock. I'm going to make a digital clock here, and it's going to go back.
Bet you don't. All right, Gloria Love, number 5. This time 30 years ago,
Nice. Saccharine.
isn't it though?
Good sounds. According to research done by someone...
I know him.
Yeah. The homogeneity of timbre, i.e. the sounds and instruments, is very greatly less diverse now than it was 50 years ago.
Yeah, I heard that as well. Can't say I'm surprised.
It's just 2 power ballads, and I can't...
I hate power ballads.
Yes, they're
I
dreadful.
really do. Except for like Total Eclipse of the Heart. It's poor this. Let's go to the 60s. Eh?
Wind back the clock.
In the 60s, number 5 was With a Girl Like You by Troggs.
Nice. Very obvious chords. You don't get Beba Bounds anymore. People don't
No,
do
you
that.
get oohs more.
Yeah.
Or
Oohs and what-ohs.
thumbs up to the Troggs.
1 point to the 60s.
All right, and the next number we're going to look at is 24.
Do you have a favourite number?
I do. Number 8.
Why is that your favourite number?
Well, it used to be 7,
Mhm.
but I upgraded it. Basically because one time when I was doing a maths test, I guessed 8 and it was right.
Oh, a lucky number then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's yours?
I don't have one.
Okay.
Because I like to think I'm rational and level-headed.
Just asking. Today in the charts it is Good Grief by Bastille. It's one of the most Radio 1 songs I've ever heard. I will say that for it. I think his voice just annoys me a little bit.
Oh, my fly's
Which is rich
undone.
coming from me, to be honest. You gonna fire up the time machine?
Yeah, let's reel us back. Reeling in the years.
24 and 86 was Wasted Years by Iron Maiden.
Oh.
Here we go.
So that's interesting though, because you don't really get rock music. You get guitar bands in the charts, but you don't really get rock.
I would bet that they don't have any songs that are missing the word either ocean, forest, or castle or something. I like this. I like the tune of it. Rolling back the rivers of time to the 60s, where number 24 was Barefootin' by Robert Parker.
Ooh,
Okay.
this is good.
The 2 modern tracks we've played so far, production-wise, were quite similar, whereas this is very dissimilar to the Troggs. Who gets your vote then for this for this room.
Probably that one.
We're going to go for modern day. All right, moving right along. Going to do another number. The generator says number 30. Today, at number 31, at time of recording, is Hymn for the Weekend, featuring Beyonce, by Coldplay. This is one of my favourite songs of the whole year. Don't care what anyone says, I think it's so good.
Going into it with an open mind and an open gullet, just in case.
I love the tunes, I love the production on it, this little noise.
Percussion's important, that's true.
It's a shame that the song is basically just about getting pissed, really. I really wish it had been something else.
It's bombastically melancholy.
Oh, I was thinking it's more sort of bombastically kind of beige, which isn't...
It is very beige.
Do you know what I mean?
It's about as beige as our living room and my hair.
It's such an earworm, especially the chorus and Beyonce's bit.
Really?
Just love it.
I'm listening to it right now and even I don't know how it goes.
Dreamtime by Daryl Hall.
Nice. Very nice. Well, actually, I'm not sure I really like this now I've heard it a bit
I don't
more.
like it at all. Tell you one thing about Daryl Hall. Should have stuck with Oates. Alright, this is I Couldn't Live Without Your Love by Petula Clark from 1966. I like this song, I wouldn't choose to listen to it ever.
Yeah. I mean, that's been the case for all 9 of the songs we've listened to.
Oh, I've just thought what the hair makes you look a little bit like.
What?
You won't like it. Jimmy Savile.
Oh.
Alright, number 2 today is Let Me Love You featuring Justin Bieber by DJ Snake, which is a song which I also haven't heard because nothing about it appeals to me at all.
I don't like the sound of DJ Snake. He sounds unsavoury. I feel he's going to get you treed at some point.
This is like sort of this horrible tropical house trend, which I hate.
I hate the synths, I hate the kick drum, I hate Justin Bieber's voice.
I don't really mind his voice, actually. I've never minded his voice.
His voice sounds a bit like maybe a conker or just a piece of, like a branch.
That's it. The thing that gets me about songs like this is they're just so engineered towards being a hit without... They just copy each other. So this is similar to some of Bieber... Oh, this bit's alright. Oh, he's turning me round. I quite like this. He's turned me round, I quite like it. Alright, let's go back to number 2 in the 80s.
Well, I need to go back in time.
Yeah.
Where we're going, we don't need... roads.
Number 2 in the 80s was Don't Leave Me This Way by the
Nice! I like this song.
Communards.
Brilliant chords in this. The keyboard player went on to become a reverend.
A gay reverend?
In this day and age?
Well, in that day and age. It doesn't do much for me, to be quite honest.
Oh, I really like it.
But
Nice piano, nice chords. Good snare. Hot snares. I mean, I've got a soft spot for any song where the bass goes...
Number 2 in the 60s was God Only Knows by the Beach Boys.
Oh, nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Not the best Beach Boys song. Not the best song on Pet Sounds.
Well, you wouldn't say that. Contrarian.
Oh, come on. What other songs can you name off Pet Sounds?
Here Today, Pet Sounds, I Just Wasn't Made for These Times, Hang On To Your Ego.
Oh, put it in me.
This is just a lovely song.
Paul McCartney's favourite song.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, probably aside from his own.
Yeah. It's one of those songs that when you hit to sort of a layman, like myself, sounds very simple and easily put together, but I think when you really listen to it, technically it's quite complex.
Oh
isn't
yeah,
it?
the production is ridiculous. The chords are just phenomenal. The bass is playing practically a different note to every chord.
It's so well done that it sounds like no effort has gone into it at all.
Yeah.
But it just sounds so easy.
It's the genius of Brian Wilson, who I'm gutted to have missed in Brighton this Saturday.
Because someone didn't want to get his hair wet.
It was chucking it down.
Not that wet. Well, I think we can agree this beats both the Communards and DJ Snack.
Oh yeah, who was a snack?
An actual snack.
Yeah. Which is impressive in itself.
Doesn't even have thumbs and is... Most snacks can't read, right? This one, producing with Justin Bieber. Alright, back to our random number generator. Am I unable to say random number generator without that happening?
Yep.
Okay, wonderful. The next number, number 13. Unlucky for some. Oh god, it's another song from Suicide Squad. Do you think we should skip this?
Why is it bad?
Just because it's another Suicide Squad
Let's
song.
bring up another number.
And the number we're going for is number 13. Right, well, 13 it
guess we
is.
go for that.
So, yeah.
The drums are very 10 years ago. And they weren't good 10 years ago.
It doesn't push my buttons. Prince and the Revolution, Girls and Boys.
This is excellent.
I mean, it's hard to tell when you're only listening to it for the first time, but I'm not into this.
I'm surprised it got as high as number 13. This feels like the last single off the album.
Alright, number 13 in 1966 was a song that you might call Just Like a Woman by Manfred Mann.
He's doing a Bob Dylan impression, just bad.
Can't quite call to mind what the Bob Dylan version sounds like, but I imagine it's a bit like this, just with a better Bob Dylan impression.
Yeah, very good Bob Dylan impression.
Well, it would be one of the best.
I personally am going to give that to Prince.
I'm going to give it to Manfred Mann.
I prefer if it was Manfred Mann's Just Like a Man.
Good gender-based humour there.
Yeah. Well, the best kind of humour, really. I'll tell you some differences between men and women.
I'll tell you one thing about women. They spend a lot of time popping on their makeup. I mean, my wife, always putting on makeup. Wife, we've got to be out. It takes me 2 minutes to get ready. And she says, I'm just popping on my makeup, and then, hey, what about that airline food? We're going to generate a random number with our random number generator. Oh, a fart, not a burp this time. Just a fart. Okay, well, something's better than nothing.
I disdain myself.
The number is 7. And number 7 at the moment is Perfect Strangers featuring J.P. Cooper by Jonas Blue.
Isn't J.P. Cooper him who escaped off the plane in the 60s with all the money?
Oh, it's fucking Tropical House again.
Very FM, I like it. Wait, no, I don't.
No, it's very...
I'm not sure why I said that.
Let's find out about Jonas Blue, because I don't know anything about Jonas Blue. Oh, he's British. Personally, my least favourite nationality.
I think Brexit was a good thing, if only to isolate the rest of the world from us.
From how fucking awful we are. I would have preferred Brexit if instead of exiting the European Union, it meant sinking this godforsaken island once and for all. I hate this.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate it. Oh, I like this.
Oh, I hate that horn.
This is So Macho by Sinitta. You're going to love this. I can't wait. It sounds a bit Kylie, actually.
Excellent drums. Yeah. Very You Spin Me Round.
Yeah, it is.
Very Pet Shop Boys.
Yeah, God, it's very Pet Shop Boys. It sounds just like the start of, I can't think which Pet Shop Boys song.
2 divided by 0.
Yeah. Ah, yes. See, this is the kind of 80s I can get on board with.
I was talking earlier about how there's been the increased homogeneity of the timbre and instruments used in production. But I was just thinking, around about this point, everyone discovered the Fairlight. They all bought a Fairlight.
Right.
Kate Bush has got her Fairlight album. Kraftwerk have got their Fairlight album. Jean-Michel Jarre's got his Fairlight album. Peter Gabriel's got his Fairlight album. And then for a few years, music was just Fairlight presets.
I mean, my first question would be, what's the Fairlight? So that was So Macho by Sinitta.
Really like that.
Really into it, love it, big camp, love the production.
Yeah, very of its time.
In the 60s, 1967, is Cliff Richard with Visions. It's like a flaccid penis singing. It's bizarre that people bought and continue to buy this shit.
And they bought his calendar as well. Him with his shirt off, his rippling abs.
It's like an old handbag. This is just all. This is the worst one that we've listened to today.
I think they should give a negative point to the 60s.
So we love Sinitta.
Oh, we adore her.
We're new Sinitta fans.
Yep.
Point for the 80s. We have given the 60s a lot of points.
Yeah, I can only presume they won because I haven't kept track.
So. But I think what we can also determine, especially from this song, is that all of the decades we've listened to so far have had a bit of guff.
Yeah, there's always been trash.
There has always been trash. You just don't remember it. I do agree that music today is more homogenized.
I would say it is.
It sounds
There's a
very
lot more
similar.
variation in that 60s stuff.
Yeah. The 80s stuff is a lot more power ballads, it's much more in your face.
But modern music is also produced to be very in your face, but even the stuff that isn't in your face is in your face.
Because it's loud.
It's all very loud. And
there's not a lot of subtlety in the charts. But then a lot of the 60s stuff was very, very repetitive and very, very sort of almost painting by numbers, really. It was just A-B rhymes. So I think every decade has its trends, some of which are good. Hot take, some of which are not good.
I think if we looked 20 years into the future and did this episode again, what might we find? God only knows.
You're not wrong, James. Thanks for watching. We'll see you
Thanks.
again soon.
We'll see you in...
Don't drag it out.